Good evening. My name is Raquel, Gillham, and I am originally from Brazil. I've been in the United States for 15 years now, but I'm coming from Texas, from Dallas. I live there with my husband, Gregory, and we have 2 boys. And church planting is really dear to my heart, and tomorrow I'm going to talk a little bit more about this because I grew up in an atmosphere of planting churches. The difference between that church planting and here is that my parents have spent their lives planting Catholic churches. So coming to the United States and today stepping and talking in a Protestant church, it has some distance from my background growing up, with the exception of planting churches. And when I first came to the Lighthouse Brazilian Church, I think what captivated me was the fact that I was very useful. I'm also an educator, and I don't know if you guys have ever seen on the first day of school in a kindergarten class, this mother, after she was excited to send that kid to school, and when the kid came home, she said, "How was your first day of school?" And the boy or girl, crying a little bit, said, "Mom, it was horrible. I hated it. I hated it." And she said, "Why?" "Because they threw me in a room full of people and I was alone." Sometimes when we come to church, if we don't find a purpose, we might feel that one alone in a crowd. So when we make a decision for Christ, until the day we become disciples, what do we do? In sharing this album from the Lighthouse Brazilian Church, I wanted to tell you some of the things that captivated me. Because little planting Catholic churches, that's when I made a decision for Christ. I remember loving Jesus since I was 5 or 6, but discipling in a Seventh-day Adventist church gave me a wish to make the difference and wish the kingdom of God here nowadays. This is Elton and friend. When I first went to the Lighthouse Brazilian Church, they right away asked me to translate, and I said, "Well, I want to make sure to let you know that I'm Catholic. I have no plans to convert into Adventism." And they said, "Well, would you like to translate?" I said, "Well, I can do that." And since I got a job, I got excited, and the sermons were so powerful, I told Elton and friend what was happening with me, and they were friends from Brazil, living in Dallas, and they said, "Well, we like to work as well," and they came in, they didn't have a car, so I would give them a ride, we would come to church. We were in a small group together, so that's me, friend, and Elton, and they had really, like a spiritualistic background, but they didn't have a conviction of any church to be. Immediately, they started working in simple things such as greeting, children ministry, and today, they got baptized before going back to Brazil. Today, they live across from the Adventist University in Brazil. They were the first one in their families to become Seventh-day Adventists, and today, these are all the members of their families that have given their lives to Jesus. They are totally involved in pathfinders and in adventures in their church in Brazil. All right, so the girl in the middle, she is Nayara. One cool thing about the Lighthouse is that you really can't sit down and be quiet. You've got to be doing something and thinking about ways that you can reach out to somebody. So she made friends. And this friend here, on your left, is Aninha. She came in because once a year we have a Freedom Festival that we invited all kinds of Brazilians in the community. We have about 500 or so that never came to church before, and they come in because of the Brazilian culture or food, and then they fellowship with us for the first time. She invited Aninha. Aninha came in with her family. This is Aninha today. She brought in her family, and this is the Facebook of Carlos. talking about the Sabbath. This family had no religious background, and today he's one of the elders of our church. The Martinez family, they're seeking for friendship, but they found Jesus. All right. With the exception of Dunny, all of these here, they have met Jesus in their youth age. This is my brother David, this is Sam, and they work with the worship team. They have a Lies on Faith worship team. We met Marco for the first time. He's a bank teller, at least at the time. And he was like, I see all the Brazilians come in and laughing and smiling. We really want to get to know you more. So today he's part of our Pathfinders worship team. This is my brother David and my brother Sam. This is Alex and this is Nicholas. Alex has no religious background, but he came and right away they got him hooked up in playing instruments with the Pathfinder team. And this is Nicholas. His father was a Seventh-day Adventist, so was his mother, but they left the faith. But Nicholas came to church and to Pathfinders, and we got him to do some meals, some small, gentle meals in camporees and in retreats. So both of these boys had given their lives to Jesus. This is the Cubs of Faith is our adventurers group. Most of the parents come to the church because of their children. They are not Seventh-day Adventists, and they come because they want to be involved with their kids' lives. They get busy, they do something, and they like to see their kids giving their hearts to Jesus. Coming just to support her granddaughter, coming because their children like the Adventurers Club. This is a nursing home that they go always during the month of Valentine's. And we put some baskets together for our community. And we had food banks sending us a note later on of how they felt impacted. We have a women's ministry that I would say 70% of the group is non-tradition Adventist. But they get together to pray for other women or to do baby shower for Brazilians in the community that they are here. They're going to have their children and there's nobody to celebrate their lives or the life of this baby one coming in. So they put teas together, shower together, and several ladies are now giving their lives to Jesus. This is one of the baby showers, and this is their visiting women around the neighborhood. They have one direct line of prayer every Tuesday night. The only criteria that you have to be a girl, but you can participate, or you can lead, or you can be part of it. Okay, so I want to finish with a question. Is it okay to involve new people right away? You know, as we are planting churches, I can only be thankful that one day when I first stepped into this church, there was a group of people that had thought beforehand, we are going to give you an opportunity to serve. We are going to give you an opportunity to spread the love of God right away. I'm so thankful. And today in our church, when we get together, I'm one of the elders of our church, we think carefully, what are the jobs that we purposely are going to set out there for people that are coming for the first time? They don't know much yet. They are seeking Jesus, but they would like to contribute. And you can see the names in red are some of the names that came and gave their lives to Jesus because they participated in some ready jobs for them, such as take down, set up, nurse, greeting, potluck, decoration. Now here's the challenge. Will I allow new seekers to serve Jesus? What would be the criteria to follow? So as we are planting churches, we gotta ask those big questions. And I'm very thankful that one day you guys allow me to serve. And and today I can share my faith with you. Thank you.